Hello everybody and welcome to today's pick a card reading. Oh my god, long time no see. Am I right? Where have you been? Tell me, where have you been? It is way past time. Anyways, my new song Rewind is now out everywhere, so you guys should definitely give it a stream. It's really like Y2K, early 2000s, very cute, very fun. Who is spying on you? This could be anybody, so this could be friends, lovers, ex-lovers, situationships, ex-situationships, all of the good things. We're gonna cover it today. Pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Or 777 and 888. I don't know, I just felt really called to doing an 888 pile as well, so yeah, pick whatever draws to you, and let's get right into it today, baddies. Alrighty, hello everybody who chose pile number 111. Let's get right into your reading. I also put these cute little anti-carrion stickers on the back of all of the piles today, so I just really got the vibes like immediately. I definitely feel like this group especially attracts a lot of lovers, okay? You guys are definitely the hotties, the baddies of the world. People are very, very, very drawn to your energy, but I feel like especially like people fall in love with you even when you don't even want it. So I'm very excited to see what today's pile is about and just get the vibes overall. Starting with the 5 of Cups, which is actually insane. Like, yeah, this is definitely a lot of people from your past that I feel like think about you, think about the times that you had, but in particular, this could be one person who definitely did not, let's see, they just acted out of impulse, basically. I feel like this person definitely did not act exactly how they wanted to, or came off a lot more immature than they thought that they would. Yes, definitely. I feel like this person definitely has a lot of love for you guys overall. They're a big lover individual, so they could be very romantic. They could definitely be into a lot of the lovey-dovey kind of sides of life. Yeah, very passionate, harmony kind of energy. So I feel like this person's done a lot of like growth and healing overall. The 8 is there. So again, the month of August, I feel like it's going to be very important for a lot of people, which is part of the reason probably why I did a pile 888. You might be drawn to that pile as well. But I feel like you guys are definitely just like honing your skills, honing your crafts. You're really like working on yourself and bettering yourself, making yourself just that much more like, they just sort of like appetizing, I don't know why, appealing to society, I don't know. But just doing a lot of work on yourself overall, just for like appetizing yourself, but it's appetizing to this person too. Like, I feel like they're definitely fiending for your kind of energy. I feel like, oh, and this is King of Coins. I thought it was the King of Cups for like the longest time there. So I feel like still that definitely applies, like a very lover kind of energy to this person. Lover boy, lover girl kind of vibes, lover human. But I feel like especially with the King of Coins overall, this person could definitely prioritize their career. They could be definitely into their money. They could come from money. They could be very like well off or on their path towards success, or that could be something that is like at the forefront of their mind, or D, all of the above. You know, I feel like this person definitely just has a lot of passion to them, and they've been hermiting themselves. Like, they've been really trying to like step away from the situation, take some time, work on themselves. I feel like really build themselves up, because again, you guys are like very attractive, especially to a lot of people, being my little cupids of the world, right? Like, you guys are definitely super just like charming, magnetic, just gorgeous. Like, when I think of you guys, like I literally think of like a god or a goddess, like just like glowing in the sunlight, even just like from your energy, you know, like you literally just uplift the vibes of all the rooms that you walk into. And I feel like this person, yeah, not just that, but like they know, yeah, that you guys are going to be very, very successful overall. You guys are going to be extremely successful in your life. And I feel like that is why this person really felt like they needed to get their coin up and on point, because otherwise, like, it wouldn't be enough to impress you, if that just makes sense. Like, yeah, but they're definitely still thinking about the situation. They definitely dropped the ball due to immaturity. It just feels like, this definitely feels like very love to me. It could be a friendship too, where it's kind of the same situation, like maybe money just got to their head to the point where like they could not really think about the friendship anymore, like, or they just were so busy. But they definitely still consider this connection and still think about it for sure. Yeah, this could like apply to both of those situations. Wow, okay. These, I'm getting these. I love this one. Yeah, this is a lot though. There we go. Yeah, because absolutely. Just whenever like I thought of you guys, like I definitely saw a very peony kind of energy to you guys. Like you're just very beautiful, full of success, full of good luck, full of love, full of honor, maybe a little bit humble, like shy, not a little bit humble, a lot of bit humble, but a little bit shy, which is why the bashfulness is there too. Like I feel like you just carry yourself so well, and so that's why this person felt very intimidated by the situation overall. My destiny is in your hands, longing, missing you. So maybe this person is really kind of like dying for you to reach out to them. Like just because of like their very like lover kind of energy. My destiny is in your hands definitely feels like the situation is more in your hands. It could have ended on bad terms, but it could have been because of your perspective, or I don't know, like it could have been like on you guys that like sort of ended this, but it was because of their immature kind of ways, if that makes sense. Like it definitely feels like this person was like very passionate, very driven with their sexy side, very just like, yeah, definitely very work focused too. So I feel like this is going to make sense to who it's going to make sense to, you know. Patience, loyal love, I'll never tell. Ooh, strange love, recantation, and eloquence. So I feel like this could definitely come back around too, because yeah, okay, true love, forget me not, remember me, respect. Did I not literally hello? Okay, that's so nice. Thank you so much for your guides. You guys are amazing. Literally loyal love, I'll never tell, patience, you know, like I feel like this person's been very, very patient. I feel like you've been very patient. So this could have like ended like a bit ago, like especially with this 5 of Cups. Like this person is definitely getting some consolation, and their darker side, like if you look at this kind of imagery, like it looks like their darker side is almost like crying a little bit because of like how disappointed they are from the whole situation and how everything sort of became and ended. Ingratitude, childlike, immaturity, youth. Exactly. Look at that. Oh my god, you guys. Immaturity. Literally. Page of Swords sort of energy. Exactly. I totally feel like this person was very immature. Exactly why you guys wanted to walk away, but I feel like there's going to be some sort of recantation with this connection. It could be a friendship, it could be, you know, moving back towards romance. I feel like if anything, you guys should definitely, this is bestie perspective, right? You guys should definitely take your time when it comes to this connection, because especially just because of the way that they acted in the past, it's like you want to be sure that they are coming in as this King of Coins and not like still sort of leading with these other 2 energies, if that makes sense. Like you want to make sure that they actually did the time to hermit themselves, really took that time to work on themselves, so that way when they come back, they're that much stronger. It looks like there's a cat in the back of that. They could be a cat person. You guys could be a cat person. Oh, I love cats so much. I'm definitely a cat person. Okay. Anyways, magnificent beauty. Yes. Exactly. Like, what was I talking about? You guys are absolutely stunning. Like, you're so devoted to living and leading like a very divine life. Like, you guys are just like, and I love that word is like the primary one. Oh my god, I literally can't speak. I feel like this person definitely cannot speak around you. Also, that's just coming in because it was very hard to get my words out there for a minute. I feel like their throat chakra is definitely blocked, and that's especially why they want you to reach out to them, because again, you guys are literally so magnificently beautiful. You're so devoted to living a beautiful life. Again, divine, as in paradise. Like, you like to be surrounded by paradise, you like your space to look like paradise, but you also want your life to be paradise and to leave paradise for everybody around you. That was a lot of paradise. I don't know, like, are you guys on vacation? Hey, shout out. Are you guys in paradise right now by the beach? You guys wanting to go to the beach? Is that on your vision board? Because you should definitely do it. Your body is here to support you. Okay, anyways, let's get even more messages, because I'm very curious to know about more of like the lovey-dovey aspect of this. I'm getting that's kind of like the majority of people here, but if this is a friendship, some of these messages will definitely apply to you as well. I want to get back together. That's kind of funny. Yeah, but as a friend, it would just be like they want to be back in your life again. But definitely this person wants to be back together. So this could be an ex that just acted very immaturely. This could be a situationship that just acted very immaturely, didn't even let you kind of like get to that, you know, because of how immature they acted. Yeah, they definitely feel stuck. Okay. I have trust issues. Yeah. Don't forget about me. Wow, that's like very aggressive, right? They're like yelling. Why did you leave? Exactly. Oh my god, literally. Because you're immature. I hope you're not with somebody else. There we go. And my intentions can be selfish at times. Exactly. That just screams immaturity to me. Like, if your intentions are very, very selfish, like to the point where you're not even considering the fact that you could be hurting the other person, you know, due to your immature actions or due to this sort of like passion. I feel like this could be like very non-committal sort of energy as well. But I feel like you guys like non-committed before this person could even think about non-committing, if that makes sense. Like, you guys are like, no thank you, I'm not gonna do this. Yeah, and they definitely hope that you're not with somebody else because they don't want you to forget about them. Yeah, and they want to get back together overall. So they feel very stuck. I feel like that's why they're kind of waiting maybe for you to reach out. I don't know. If you don't feel called to do that, absolutely do not do that. I feel like they could reach out by August, honestly. I want to see you so bad. So this person definitely wants to see you in person. They're getting lost in the memories together, so they're probably thinking about the two of you guys together a lot. I'm going to get a drink. By the way, everybody, it's a great time to get some water. This is not a Stanley. This is a knockoff, but my boyfriend got this for me from TJ Maxx. Literally, shout out. You can find the perfect partner. It's real. That was the only reason he went into TJ Maxx. Like, I mean, seriously, like, perfect partners do exist. That's all I'm gonna say. I heard something about you. Ooh! So definitely this person absolutely heard something about you guys, and I feel like that's what really sparked this sort of memory about you guys. Or maybe they could have seen something that happened to you online too, and now they're like, oh my god, now I want to be back in this person's life. I've liked you for a really long time. Oh my god, we're literally spilling all this person's secrets today. It's kind of fun. I have a hard time communicating. Okay, that makes sense. They also have trust issues, I feel like, kind of when it comes to this connection, just because of the way that things ended. But I feel like so do you guys. That could have been part of the reason why you pushed them away too, because maybe you saw similar patterns that they were doing that other people did before. Yeah, I keep writing and deleting messages. Exactly. They literally like don't know what to say. I'm spying on you. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god, is that not literally perfect? Come on. I'm sorry, I'm like freaking out today. But that is actually perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Because that's exactly what we're talking about today. Like, this person literally heard something about you. So now they're spying on you. Ooh, okay, here's the tea. And they want to like get back together with you, but they have a very hard time communicating. That's why they literally keep writing and deleting messages. Like, they're like going to their phone, they like try to type something out. Maybe they're even not even like typing to you, so that way you don't see them typing. It's more so like, even in like their notes app, like they're trying to like, how do I bring this back around? Because I feel like this person's like, why did you leave? And I feel like that might be why they want to kind of like come back around again to kind of figure out why exactly you guys left. Because yeah, they liked you for a very long time and they might want some closure. They just feel very stuck. Definitely getting lost in the memories. I feel like you guys could definitely be feeling a lot of this too as well. Like, that's why, again, like, you guys are like just, you know, living your life and everything, and then all of a sudden this person just popped into your mind. Yeah, that's not you, sweetie, that's them. Okay, but let's go on ahead and shuffle Love Radio Volume 3. It has Ariana on the cover because I love her. And yes, let's shuffle this. Let me make sure my sound's down. There we go. I'm sorry, my brain is like all over the place. I'm just so excited, you guys. Like, I'm literally so excited to just be back here in the space. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like, I needed a break there. Like, I seriously did. And I just feel so good right now. Like, this feels so nice, so natural. So, okay. Anyways, your love radio starts with State Lines by Novo. It's Novo. I say Novo More, but it's like Novo Amor. One of the songs that you can find on Love Radio Volume 3, which, by the way, if you guys don't know how to use this, it's basically like a tarot deck, but instead it's a playlist. So you can just shuffle this playlist and see which songs you get. You can also always get a free Spotify account too, so definitely check it out. But yeah, okay. Yeah, was it all anymore? Faded after all? I don't know. Are you sure? Did you call? Did we ever really talk? I don't know. So that's really interesting. Like, I feel like this person was like feeling very faded about the situation. Like, it's starting to, they don't want to lose the memories, so, but they're like starting to kind of fade as like the time goes on, you know? So this person is like kind of forgetting what even really happened with the situation. So I don't know, like, yeah. Okay, let me read the other line too. Yeah, are you sure? Did you call? Did we ever really talk? Like, this person's like, are you sure? Like, did we actually do that? Or like, you know, did we ever really talk though? Like, that's kind of the vibe that I got off of that. It's like, did we ever actually really talk though? Like, because if you got to know me, I'm a pretty great guy. I'm a pretty great gal, you know? Like, if you actually got to know me. So even if this is like a friendship, like maybe you just didn't get to know this person like as well as you wanted to, and they didn't get to know you as well as they wanted to. And so it's like, I don't know. And with the, are you sure? Did you call? There could definitely be a lot of like mixed communication in this connection, like a lot of mixed signals, a lot of like, I was like texting you, or just like, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of different scenarios coming to my head. I feel like make it that sort of apply to your own situation, if that be friendship or romantic relationship. But yeah, let's just keep going. I'm like breaking up again. I feel like this person has a very hard time speaking to you guys. Yeah, because that's whenever I start breaking up. Whew. Got Me Started by Troye Sivan. Hey, shout out. Oh my god, I love Troye Sivan. He's got personality not even gravity could ever hold him down. He's got the sexuality of a man who can take a room and drown it out. Oh, okay, yeah, so I just feel like overall, oh my god, I feel like this is kind of like both your energy, but I'm gonna put it on this person because I feel like, oh no, both of you, okay, shut up. Both of you literally got the personality, right? Not even gravity could hold you down. Yeah, and as I'm saying that, it's like, it's definitely more you guys. Because I feel like you guys are just unstoppable. Like, anything that you want comes to your way, even if you don't want it, like, especially with romantic partnerships, I feel like it's just constantly coming your way. Like, you can't help but get the attention. There we go. Whew, it's like, my brain is thinking faster than my words can come out today. Like, that is how fast intuition can be sometimes. So I'm trying to like take a breath and allow my thoughts to process. So yeah, I want to tell you what's on my mind. You just got me started and I don't think I can stop it, and I don't want to go home alone tonight. All right. Yes. So yeah, so I feel like this person just really wants to tell you what's on their mind, that like they just can't stop thinking about you guys. There's a lot of thoughts racing there. There's a lot of things happening in their life. There's a lot of, you know, just even like inside jokes or just things that they want to like share with you that they just have not been able to. So they definitely just got started and now they cannot stop it. And I feel like talking to you kind of feels like this energy of Troye Sivan. You really can't see it. There we go. Running, like feeling just so free and just like running as fast as he possibly can. Like, that's the kind of energy that this person gets whenever they talk to you. And I feel like they've really just been lacking that like breath of fresh air for a very long time. So they're definitely going to be wanting to get started very soon. Okay. All right, but let's keep going. Hurricane by Bridget Mendler. Oh my god, look at like all the feathers in her hair. Isn't that such a throwback vibe? I love it. Honestly though, should not. I'm like, should I do that? Maybe. Who knows? Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Think the clouds are clogging up my brain like the weather drain, same, that's hard to say, as the tears on my face, and I'm stuck up in the storm. I guess I'll be all right. Okay, so this person definitely feels like very foggy brain, like they just don't really know exactly what to do about the situation. And I feel like, again, that's not something that you can necessarily control. So bestie advice is like, kind of still allow this person to come to you or show you that they're definitely like playing the right cards, if that makes sense, because again, I just want to make sure that you guys are always in the best connections for yourself. And yeah, it definitely feels like this person is like stuck up in the storm eye. I guess they'll be all right. So they could be in like a bad situation. Yeah, I'm seeing 911 on the clock. So definitely this person could be stuck up in a bad situation. So like maybe in a third party situation, maybe that's why they were being immature, because they couldn't give up that like party girl, party boy lifestyle. I don't know. Throat chakra, you guys. Holy wow. I'm also drinking a cocktail too. It has watermelon in it. Another thing my partner made for me. Oh my god. I'm literally making myself sound like such a princess today, literally. I feel like you guys could definitely be princes too, especially because I just said that. Like, you guys are like, no, like, that's normal. Like, thank you. Yeah, you guys definitely get it. Like, you're totally my princesses of the world. Like, you're just spoiled. Okay, shut up and get a drink, girl. Gulp. But yeah, I feel like you guys are just spoiled by the universe, and like that is not something to be mad about, right? Like that's not something to be sad about. People just love you. People love your energy. People want to shower you in gifts. People just want to, you know, spoil you, put you on the front cover of magazines, etc., etc. But yes, pile number 111, that is your reading for today. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next reading, or the next pile, or what do I say? Wait. And I will see you. What do I say? Oh my god, it's been that long. Okay. And I will see you later. Bye-bye. I don't think that's right. Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 222. Let's get right into it today. Oh yes, with your reading. And I actually put little anti-carrion stickers on the back of this. So I chose like this raven reading a book for you guys, and I feel like, I don't know, this is definitely like my studious, very like intellectual sort of group. Like I feel like you guys are very, very, very smart. A lot of people come to you for advice. A lot of people really look up to you because of, I don't know, just like, I just heard your wit too. So like maybe you guys are very funny as well, but I feel like, yeah, you guys are very smart. You might read a lot, which is why there's a book here. If you do read, definitely leave me some suggestions down below. I'm always looking for book suggestions. Yeah, let's get into it with who is spying on you. Oh my god, I just got really bad throat chakra blockages. Whoa. Whew, my goodness. Okay, so this is definitely somebody who is put you in a third-party situation in the past, maybe, potentially. This could definitely be a friendship or a relationship. Somebody who is probably giving into like more toxic traits, especially with the devil card here. I feel like this person definitely had a lot of toxicity in them. Yeah, so like this third party could have been like a friend, a family member, another partner, you know, like just that kind of energy. This could be somebody that you have known for a very long time, also that has very childlike kind of playful energy. Maybe you guys have very childlike playful energy, maybe they don't. Maybe they're like, I feel like you guys could both be very intellectual, studious. I don't know if that's the right word, and that's why you guys get along on the same level. Clearly I'm not there. Okay, no, I'm kidding. But with the magician, I feel like this person could definitely be working on grounding themselves, and then also maybe like getting more in tune with their intuition. I definitely feel that for sure. And with all of like the birds around here, yeah, the animals, it's just like such a beautiful card, number one. But I feel like this person is definitely working on balance and just figuring out their life overall. Like, it just seems like they have a lot of chaos going on. Like, that just seems like there's a lot of chaos. My phone just fell. That's, like, crazy. There could be some significance, too, with your phone. Like, you guys could definitely be getting a phone call, maybe a text message from them, maybe a DM on social media, something pertaining to the phone. This could have ended via the phone. I don't know for sure. Yeah, especially with the 9 of Wands here, I feel like this person and you definitely have a lot of like hurt or vulnerability, and that could have been something that connected the two of you. Like there could have been some sort of trauma bond, as they say, where the two of you kind of like bonded over something similar that you were going through, or if not even that, like had gone through, like this person could just like relate to you in a way that other people maybe didn't. And so that's kind of what drew the two of you to each other. Definitely make sure that you guys are drinking your water and hydrating. So yeah, overall, I feel like this person definitely could have given into some sort of like toxicity. This could have been like, you know, something really, really bad, like cheating, or this could have been just like, I don't know, just not treating you guys in the best way possible because of their toxicity. But also, I feel like this could have been a very codependent relationship as well. And there was some toxicity that maybe had to be worked on, which is why the Magician is here. So it feels like, you know, this could have ended. Maybe this is currently going on too. Like you're currently dealing with somebody that has this sort of toxicity, that has this other party. And this could be your sign that like maybe this isn't the time for you like right now. But this could definitely be the time for you in the future, especially if this person does follow along the path like they say they're going to, especially with the Magician card here. And if you're currently in this spot where this person is sort of like in this Magician energy, which I feel like the majority of you guys have, if you've already walked away from this person or maybe had some sort of ending, then I definitely feel like you guys are going to be in a better state overall. Literally, look at this. Oh my God. Adoration, intelligence. What did I say? Vitality, good fortune. I feel like a lot of you guys could definitely be good. Ooh, I was about to say well off, but good, maybe generous as well, good natured, good-willed, but just very like on your way to making a lot of money or already making a lot of money due to your intelligence or your knowledge in some sort of field. And that can literally be anything. Like you guys can definitely just be very smart in your energy. Ooh, okay, and they just literally made me pay attention to this. Prepare, readiness, awareness. So this person could definitely be coming in sooner than you think that they're going to, especially with the Valerian card here and the fact that they're saying prepare. So I feel like spirit guides are really trying to get you to remember, you know, just everything that maybe went down in this connection, that they don't really want anything to be repeated anymore, because there were definitely a lot of toxicities that were brought out because of this connection. And so it's time that you guys like, yeah, know that this person's definitely spying on you because they're here. Like clearly. The Star is here, colorfulness, daintiness. Whew. Yule, oh my God, I just said Yule. So it could be Christmas when this person's reaching out to you. I'm also looking at a little Christmas tree right now. So seriously, that could be like the timing with this, especially, I don't know, this could be Christmas when you're watching this, and that could be more relevant then too. Or something could have happened during Christmas season, December kind of timing. But overall, I feel like you guys are definitely the star of this person's life. Like you guys are super just gorgeous, glamorous, shining, spotlights, cameras flashing, like literally all of the above. Like you guys are just that incredible. You're very colorful. Maybe the outfits that you wear are very extravagant, beautiful. You're also very dainty though. So that could be like in your nature. Like you're just very gentle, very dainty in the way that you carry yourself. Maybe you're very short or petite or whatever. It doesn't really matter. I feel like you guys can just be dainty no matter what, you know, like you guys are just literally perfect. So, you know, small, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't matter like your actual size. Like you guys are just tiny, like just Thumbelina. Yes, that is exactly what I'm thinking of. The I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Thumbelina, but she's like a little fairy that is so small that she can ride on like a lily pad, basically. Tiny little lily pad, and yeah, so cute. That's just what I think of when I think of you guys. Anyways. Cheerfulness, goodwill, and remembering loved ones. So I definitely feel like this person is thinking a lot about you. They have a lot of really happy memories. I feel like they think of you as a very, oh my God, literally goodwill came out too. So again, you guys are very generous, but they also think of you as a very positive and happy person overall. But they're definitely thinking about you at this time. Yeah, they're saying, come on, girl. Like, there's more. Okay. Magnificent beauty. Okay, this came out in the first pile too, so you might be very drawn to watch the first pile on top of this, but I feel like you guys are just so gorgeous. Like, you're very, very beautiful. On top of being intelligent, you're very devoted. I feel like to work, to life, to learning especially. You guys could definitely just be like my Hermiones of the world. Like you, like, oh my God, I just, whenever fall season comes around, like, I get on my Rory Gilmore Hermione kind of vibe, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I love learning. Like, I have to go to school. I don't know why. Like, it doesn't even matter if, like, that school is, like, YouTube, and I'm doing, like, some kind of, like, learning on YouTube, or I'm reading a ton, or I'm, like, actually going to school. So, yeah. super cool. Fidelity. Oh, and Ivy is here. So that really makes me think of Ivy League as well, you know? Like, you guys could definitely be like that kind of level. Like, you could get into an Ivy League school because you're that intelligent. Albert Einstein's of the world too. Maybe not so much school smart, but you're still like incredibly intelligent. Like, some people like me are just like really bad test takers. I literally cannot read a book to save my life, but I can listen to books like 2 times speed, like way fast. So some people like literally can't even understand what they're saying, and I'm just like, that is literally how I listen. Like, that's how I talk, that's how I listen, bro. Okay. Oh my god, I didn't even notice this. Oh my god. Profound wisdom, esteem, and intelligence. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, spirit guides, I love you guys. You guys are literally incredible. Okay, what the world? Like, intelligence, I'm like dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded because this is just like so on point. Like, you got 2 cards that literally talk about your intelligence, and the bird card, which I was literally speaking about at the beginning. So I feel like you guys just have a lot of like esteem about yourself, because of how intelligent you are and because of how wise you are, you know? Like, you guys are definitely just super wise. Also, this card was flipped out on the top. So temptation, good fortune, my preference. That can also be why the devil card is here today, because I feel like this person definitely has a lot of temptation towards y'all, okay? I feel like y'all have a lot of temptation towards this person, but I feel like overall you're definitely this person's preference. Good fortune is here, and so good fortune is here also. So I feel like you guys just have a lot of really good luck. You're very fortunate in this lifetime. Maybe this person could come from a lot of money. Maybe you guys could be like getting up your money game, like kind of stepping up your level, and this person's like kind of stepping up their mentality game to get on your guys' level, if that makes sense. So, or vice versa, like they could be stepping up their money and you could be stepping up your learning sort of level. I don't know. But that's just kind of what I'm getting. Like, maybe it's like literally like this constant, like, you guys are doing this and then you're doing this and then you're doing this, you know, like we're uplifting in this way and then we're uplifting in this way and then we're uplifting in this way, you know. It's just kind of like constant glow ups for you guys over here, which I love. Delicate pleasures, meet me by moonlight, and a kind-heartedness with a sweet pea. Such a beautiful flower. Oh my god. We need more sweet pea in this world. Just like the vines and everything. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. But yeah, I feel like meet me by moonlight and kind-heartedness. I feel like overall, you guys are definitely maybe going to be hearing from this person at nighttime. I feel like it's just in your kind-hearted nature. Like, it just comes out at nighttime that maybe this person thinks about you a lot too. Just delicate pleasures is here, and daintiness. Like, do you not just get that vibe? Like, you guys are so delicate and dainty. Like, this person just does not want to hurt you, and I feel like they definitely did. And so they're trying to grow from that because they realize that you guys are like such a loyal person. You're definitely like marriage material, okay? Like, that is what you're kind of like maybe working for in this lifetime. Even if it's not, it's just like long time partnership, basically. Like, you're the type of person that wants somebody to grow with, loyal, you know. And especially with the 3 of Cups here, it just is kind of like sketchy vibes, right? Overall, yeah, I miss you. This person absolutely misses you guys. I am who I am. Okay, so I feel like they're really kind of like accepting themselves, maybe to be like this devilish kind of energy. Ugh, I don't know. What is that about, spirit guides? I am who I am. Oh, okay. They're kind of telling me too, with like the third party situation, there could be some kerfuffling. I don't think that's a word. But there could be some kerfuffling within this other relationship, this other friendship or family membership or whatever that kind of like maybe separated you guys. And they're kind of being like, I am who I am. Okay, like this is what I want in my life. And you can either like me like that or you can't. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm scared of commitment. And if I can't have you, nobody else can. So that is weird. I don't know if we like this vibe. Like, they're literally scared of commitment, but also they don't want you to like commit to anybody else. Okay. Ugh. Inserting my opinion. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remain unbiased. And then I'll give my bestie opinion. I feel like this person is maybe afraid of committing to their person too, because their person is very like toxically kind of connected to you, if that makes sense. I've liked you for a really long time and I effed up. Absolutely. This person definitely feels like they effed up for sure. I am frustrated with you. What is this person? Literally, I'm sure that's what you guys have literally said to yourself on occasion. Is like, literally, what is this person? They're frustrated with me, yet they effed up. Like, what is this? They're scared of commitment. They will be back. And I feel like that's why this prepare card is here. I can't get over you. Yeah, so that's why they will be back. You feel my creativity. I think you're out of my league. And don't trust me. Ooh, okay. So that is a very good sign. I feel like overall, just maybe not to necessarily trust this person because they feel like, like they're just scared of commitment, you know? But they also don't want you to have anybody else. They think that you're out of their league. Wow. This person is just like a walking red flag. Like, I'm sorry. I have to insert my bestie opinion here. This person feels like a walking red flag. Like, literally, what is this? I am emotionally unavailable. I effed up, but they're frustrated with you. Like, why should they be frustrated with you if they're the ones that messed up? I am not ready. I don't want commitment, but I can't get over you. But also, I don't want you to date anybody else. Like, what? What? Deal with yourself. Like, that's literally all I have to tell with this person is, like, literally deal with yourself. Like, what else can you do? I only believe in science and facts. So I feel like, yeah, like, that's what they kind of need is, like, spirituality. Okay, here we go. Ready? Everybody say it with me. Overall, what I was saying, though, is that this person definitely needs, like, a bit of spirituality, like, placed into them, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like this person definitely only believes in science and facts, and yeah, they're very confusing. I'm very confused with you guys. My camera cut out there, but that's basically what I was trying to say with this, is just like, it's super confusing. Like, I'm right there with you guys, but overall, I feel like this person will be back, and it says, like, don't trust me, so maybe just, like, really, really, really have your guard up, have your third eye engaged when this person is trying to talk to you guys, because they just feel like very confusing and they need to just like figure it out, you know? Like, that's all that I'm gonna say is they just need to absolutely just figure it out, like, for themselves, you know? And for your sake, please God. Okay, well, let's go ahead and shuffle Love Radio Volume 3. It is available on Spotify. All you have to do is press the little shuffle button and then press play to get your messages. Alrighty. So we have Animal by Neon Trees. Yeah, I'm hearing this one part. You do it every time. You're killing me now. And I won't be denied by you, the animal inside of you. Whoa, I want some more. Uh-oh, what are you waiting for? So yeah, I feel like this person is definitely like missing you guys. I feel like they definitely messed up. They definitely feel like you guys are out of their league. You probably found out something about them. Yeah, and they've just literally never met anybody like you guys before. Like, you're very just like engaging to their animalistic side. I don't know why that's like the vibe though, like with the song Animal, you know, like this person is definitely like very intrigued by you and by your energy. Yeah, the chemicals, they feel them kicking in. Okay, but let's move on to the next one. I feel like this one is very like tense and very sexy, so that's just kind of the vibe overall. They just feel very like drawn to you guys. Milk by the 1975. Let me see. I'm no fun if I've only had a bottle of wine. And now she's doing it all the time. Yeah, so maybe, oh God, okay. This could definitely be like this other person's person. Like, maybe they're onto some toxicity, or maybe this could have been what came between you guys, was this very like toxicity kind of energy. And this person like started off maybe doing something that then they started to do all the, oh my God, my nose. It's like my nose. That's weird. What does the nose mean? If your nose like I don't even know. Kind of was itching, but like not really. It just felt like I like almost needed to sneeze, but like I couldn't. Anyways, yeah, I just basically feel like this person like maybe was doing something and like was kind of excusing their behavior, and then they started doing it all the time. And this could go back to the devil card too. Like this could have talked about like toxicity or something that like is an addiction to something that was very addictive to them, which could have just been the chase or alcohol or other things that can be addicting. Like literally anything can be addicting. Maybe you guys were the addiction, you know, especially with this I will be back. She started talking about missing him. She was glistening. It won't mend your heart if it's only a couple lines. And now she's doing it all the time. Exactly. So I feel like this person like could have maybe had like a toxic person, friend, family member that was just kind of like engaging them in the wrong way. And like at first it was kind of like, okay, yeah, like I totally understand that. Yeah. And like the more that they listened to it and the more that they sort of like got woke and like woke up to the whole situation, the more that they were kind of like recognizing the patterns of this whole situation and being like, oh my God, now they're doing it all the time, you know? And like it doesn't mend your heart if it's just a couple lines. Like you can't just like sew a heart back together with like just a few lines, you know? Like it's almost like this person is kind of feeding a toxic side of them. Like that could have been it, really. Like this person is influencing them in a very toxic way and trying to make up for it with little things, and now they're starting to notice those little things, if that makes sense. Okay, but let's keep going. Glimpse of us. Oh, this song just hits you right there, doesn't it? Because oh my God, because sometimes I look in her eyes and that's where I'll find a glimpse of us, and I try to fall for her touch, but I'm thinking of the way it was. Said I'm fine and said I'd move on. I'm only here passing time in her arms, hoping I'll find a glimpse of us. And so that's why I feel like the don't trust me is here. Because I feel like, yeah, I'm emotionally unavailable. It's making a lot more sense now. Like it feels like they're very affected by this third party, this toxic energy, and like they're literally just kind of passing time in their arms, because like logically maybe this connection makes sense to them or whatever, but like they're just starting to notice those little patterns and those little things, and they're starting to realize that like, yeah, like don't trust this person because everything is not as it seems. Okay, I feel like, yeah, this person messed up. They're frustrated with you because maybe like you pushed them a little bit to make a choice or something between you and this third party, and they were like, I'm not gonna do that, and so they had to mess up the situation completely. Or like, yeah, like that messed up the situation completely. And sometimes it just has to happen though, you guys. Like those tower moments really just have to happen. And with the don't trust me, I feel like just don't trust this person's vibe overall, because especially with the said I'm fine and said I'd move on and said I moved on. So maybe they're even saying like, yeah, I've moved on from this person. Like I'm completely fine. But it's like, don't trust me. Ooh. Oh, I feel you are wife, husband material. Oh my God, did that not come out at the perfect timing? Come on, because they're literally like, this is so frustrating, isn't this? It was confusing. Like I'm literally going through all emotions with you guys. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. And then it's like, oh, this is confusing. What? And now it's like, oh, what? This is what happened. This is frustrating. Like you two should be together. Like especially if this person feels like, you know, like they're just here passing time in this other person's arms, hoping to find that little teeny tiny piece of you in this other person. Oh my God, that is poetic. Oh, so like this person, especially with like the intelligence. Wow, I totally get that vibe, don't you? It's just like very poetic. Yeah, philosophical. I don't know, I love it. Wow, that's beautiful. Totally a way to end it. But I love you all so much. That is just a little glimpse of how this person's feeling and who's... Alrighty, for those of you who chose pile number 333, let's get right into your reading today. Ooh. Woo! And I put little cute stickers on the back of these. This is a dove and it looks like it's holding like a rose or a peony. So I totally feel like this is my free-spirited group. Like you guys just definitely know, like, okay, you want to travel all the time. You know how to get out there. You like to get out there. You like to meet new people. You definitely are just like very free-spirited, free-flowing and everything, and I feel like that only just brings on like wings of opportunity for you. Like you guys are just constantly getting new opportunities tossed your way and onto your path, and because of that I feel like you guys could definitely be very, very successful, or just, yeah, definitely a free spirit. Maybe you've traveled all over the world, maybe you want to travel all over the world, so definitely think about how you can start to make that happen for yourself, just one place at a time, right? And if you're in that one place, what else is close by that maybe you could see while you're there? Alrighty, but let's go on ahead and get right into your reading with who is spying on you. So we have the Hierophant, the Ace of Coins, Knight of Coins. Wow, yeah. Whew. I definitely feel like this group actually has like multiple people. The last ones were like very distinct like individuals, but this one definitely feels like you guys have a lot of people that have their eyes on you, especially because you guys are such marriage material, right? And with the High Priestess here, it's like you guys are definitely hard to get to. Like I feel like you guys are hard to figure out, very mysterious, but it's like very seductive because of that. You're also highly intuitive, so I feel like people just like know that you're judging them, even if you don't even like mean to be judging them or like whatever. I feel like it's like your intuition is just so strong that it's like you can't even help it, you know? Like it just sort of like comes through irregardless. And yeah, I feel like you've definitely gone through a lot with individuals. There's a person that's coming in here that might be at a distance from you guys right now. This person definitely could be like, I don't know, like maybe into traveling as well, which is why the two of you sort of connected, or like you just kind of move all over the place and maybe they do the same thing, but you've always sort of like stayed in touch. It feels like this person you definitely have a very strong emotional connection to. This person is very emotionally driven as well, very yeah, like romantic, again, charming. Feels like this person is definitely into like getting their money. Maybe they're not like super well off, which is why we have like the Wheel of Fortune here. Like they could be like working on that, especially before they approach you, make a big like offering. This feels like somebody very steady. Like this is very straightforward. It just feels like the two of you like aren't in the same place right now, and that could even be like mentally speaking too. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be like, you know, always so like literal. It could literally be like mentally as well. Like you maybe are a little bit more free-spirited and they're like trying to be grounded, get their resources, get their finances stable, and you're like, I just kind of want to use whatever I have to like get out there in the world, you know, and like really just travel and experience new things and new people. And yeah, it definitely feels like there could be multiple people around you. Again, it definitely feels like there could be a little bit more of an immature energy around you, as well as somebody that's grown too. Yeah, I'm even hearing like maybe the last two piles, like you guys have just a lot of options, and I feel like that's probably because of like traveling. You've just been able to meet a lot of really interesting and cool people, network, and get out there, and I feel like overall like that's why you guys like just have so many options around you, and that just means that there's a lot of people spying on you. Like I definitely see two individuals in particular. Again, it feels like one person that's like kind of further away from you. Maybe this is like two separate people too. Like this person could be like very emotionally driven. Maybe they do have a lot of wealth or whatever, and then there's somebody over here that's like a little bit less mature, still trying to get their finances established. This could also be one person too, but I feel like you guys definitely have multiple options around you overall. Definitely somebody that's like, yeah, a little bit more playful, innocent, wants to sort of like go out. Like I see like, you know, like what they're giving me the visual is this like somebody that goes out and like parties with you, like takes you to nightclubs, and then maybe somebody that's a little bit more romantic, grown up, takes you on dates, you know, buys you a drink before they introduce themselves. Like I don't know, like this person definitely feels like they could be more traditional as well, whereas this person is more like, yeah, they're telling me the symbology of like new money versus old money, basically. Like, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting for sure. And with the Hierophant here, again, like, you are like marriage material. Like, you're not messing around. And so I feel like they just said game's on. So it's like whoever can kind of get to you first, get to the first place, and like really just impress you is probably going to be the one that ultimately gets to put the ring on you or gets to be your lifelong partner. So that is super cool. Maybe even if you're like polyamorous, you might even just be interested in vibing with like both of these people, you know, like long term, partnering with both of them long term, or maybe full on partnering with one person and thinking about introducing a new person into it. So that's really interesting. But yeah, I feel like ultimately that's why the Ace of Coins is here, because you guys are like waiting for the perfect person to come through. Like, you guys are not the individual to just let anybody be your partner, because again, you guys are very busy. You live a very like free flowing sort of life, so you can't just be tied down to one thing. That's what I'm hearing. And especially right now, I'm just getting the sense of like freedom. Like, you literally could have just went through a big breakup, a big divorce, or maybe this is just how you love to live your life. Like, you were just that free spirited that you just do not want to be tied down, because you don't want to be how should I say this, like, it's like almost like location based too. Like, you guys just like want to experience the world and like maybe move all over the world and all over the place, you know, or all over your country, wherever you are. So I feel like you guys just don't want to be tied down in case of the person doesn't necessarily feel like they are on board with that, if that makes sense. Like, they kind of want to stay in one place. And it's interesting because I tapped this King of Cups card, so it's like maybe it's like this person is like a better option, but it's that sort of fact that's like a little bit like, I don't know if I could commit to you long term, versus like this person is like, yeah, they would move everywhere, but they don't have their finances on point, if that makes sense. So that's really interesting. I feel like, again, you guys just have a lot of like options around you, and that's super exciting. You guys definitely have the upper hand. And so I feel like that's really just kind of nice, you know, like, just enjoy it. Really just live in this space, live in your free will, and listen to your intuition. Trust your intuition. Yeah, because overall I totally feel like you are just going to be blessed. Yeah, if anybody's trying to bring you negative energy, just repel them. Like, I feel like that's your sign that like maybe this person just isn't it. Yeah, masculine energy, bachelor wealth. Literally, what did we talk about? Oh my god, there's so much masculine energy here. And I feel like, again, that's what makes you so attractive. You also definitely have your masculine side on point. Like, I feel like you guys overall just know how to get money. Like, you just know how to attract wealth, regard rebirth, and new beginnings. Yeah, so again, you guys definitely could be going through a transition period in your life where you're coming on to a lot of new beginnings. Ooh, yeah, so they're basically just trying to remind you to let go, because at this point in time, you guys definitely are just like freedom, like free, like everything is just like free flowing. Just let it do its thing. Like, don't try to take control, just let go, and remember that the universe is always going to bring you to that perfect person. Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like overall, yeah, you guys are just gonna have a lot of beautiful new beginnings, and just, yeah, keep doing you, because that's what's most attractive. Like, by just allowing things to happen and by sort of losing control. Whoa, not fully. I mean, still, like, you know, keep your wits about you. But okay, yeah, these two for sure. There's also one that flew away. But just like let go, you know. Yeah, like have fun, celebrate life. Life doesn't have to be so serious all the time, you know. If anybody, again, is trying to bring that negative energy to the table, just like be like, okay, thanks, bye. Like, you know, like you guys are literally meant to just like kind of have a very celebratory and exciting life. Sweet surprise. I love this. I feel like you guys are definitely going to be getting a beautiful surprise coming in here for yourself. Also, this literally says, oh my god, getaway, cottage, treat. So again, I just get that travel sense of energy. There might be like a sweet surprise coming in here when it comes to some sort of planned getaway or like adventure, because again, the people in your life know that you're definitely adventurous and they want to like bring that on, because they know that like that is what's going to like impress you overall. We have another card that says renewal, optimism, and transience of life. So this is kind of interesting. I might get a little bit more information on what this renewal is about, because I feel like that could be well, again, we were kind of already talking about that. Like I feel like these people, you've already met them, you know, like that's what it feels like. Even if you haven't, maybe you've met this person, but this person could still be kind of coming in here. So just keep your options always open. But just in case, let me get one more. Oop. But with the Lovers card here, again, Lovers card actually talks about having multiple options too, and just keeping your options open and really just falling back in love with yourself. And remembering, it's really interesting too, because the angel is like pointing in the direction of like the feminine, which is always the perspective that I read from, because, you know, I'm a feminine, I'm a woman. So I feel like overall, like you guys are definitely just being asked to focus on your needs primarily. What do you need to be brought to the table in order to keep you around long term, you know, if that's really what you're interested in? Because that's kind of like what I'm getting from this. Like it feels like a lot of people are interested in getting to know you a little bit more long term overall. Yeah, again, they're really asking you guys to just like listen to your intuition and repel anybody that's bringing you like negativity. And I saw this one actually flipped around before, but I didn't grab it. So it's interesting that it came out again in this like tiny little group of cards. So yeah, I'll never forget you, refusal, disdain, and self-pity. So there's definitely somebody around here that's feeling a lot of pity towards themselves because of the situation that maybe could have ended, or again, because you guys are at a distance or something like that. Like there's just distance maybe within the connection. Mentally, you guys just are not, we're not like really on the same page there. So that's just kind of interesting. I feel like this person overall is just maybe yeah, I'm in love with you. That's it. They're definitely in love with you. There's a lot of people in love with you though. Like that's honestly not shocking to me. Like, are you surprised? I'm not surprised. Okay. I'm very attracted to you. Yeah, so this person is absolutely just like super attracted to you guys. I feel like there's a lot of people that are very attracted to you. Reach out to me, please. So this person is just dying to hear from you, basically. Yeah, they feel stuck. They feel stuck, so that's really interesting too. Yeah, this person is just like, I mean, a lot of people are just very attracted to you. Like, you can even see this, just like, so many people want their opinions enforced in this reading, and it's like, okay, I can't get to all of you guys today, okay? Like, I'm a good secretary, but I'm not that good for your information. I'm seeking revenge. It definitely feels like this person, maybe you guys definitely had like a revenge glow up after this. Like, you guys were just like, yeah, I'm not here for like this negativity. I'm just gonna move on and like go on to my own new thing, you know? Yeah, they could have done something too, maybe to like kind of disrupt the connection. Again, you could be very drawn to like piles 1 and 2. So if you feel kind of that vibe, definitely check those out. But I was very called to talk about the fact that you guys just have a lot of people here. Yeah, that are falling in love with you, that find you very interesting, find you very attractive. I'm falling in love. I'm in love with you. You know, like there's just so many people that are like, oh my God, like they just do not know how to control their emotions around you just because of how beautiful and free-spirited you are. I should have never let you go. Yes, this person is having regrets because they let you go. And why did you leave? Wow. So maybe you were the one to like initiate that sort of like walking out. Or I feel like, again, there's multiple situations here. Like you could have like initiated one situation where you're like, nah, I'm walking away. And then another one is like, oh, this person like let you go. Like they let you like leave and travel to a new world without even, you know, considering the fact that maybe they should have went with you or should have followed you or whatever. I don't know. I feel like everything happened exactly as it should have though. So don't really feel like anything you could have done, should have done, would have done, because everything worked out perfectly. And I'm literally seeing 111 on the clock thingy as well. So those could be very significant numbers. Again, you could definitely want to check out pile number 111. Woo, but let's move on to your love radio. So this is Love Radio Volume 3. It is on Spotify, and Spotify is free to everybody to use, so definitely feel free to check this out. All you have to do to use it is just press the shuffle play, and then that will basically, oh, there we go. Oh, this one's by me. That one will basically like just pull up whatever song you are meant to hear right now, and then you can sort of listen to the lyrics, listen to sort of like the tone of the song, get a really good vibe, just emotionally about how people or a person, it can be friendship, it can be love, it can be family, you know, whatever, it's sort of feeling about you. It's mostly for like partnerships and love though, so it's kind of fun. And then you can get some really good song recommendations. I'm kind of the bad bitch of music, so I mean, I'm sorry, but I really do, like, I love music so much. I have some really cool playlists on there too, but let's get into this. So Unrequited by me, the Dick Witch, is basically a song about being in love with somebody that maybe is like not reciprocating it in the way that you truly deserve. That's kind of what the term unrequited means. It can also be the fact that they just are not in love with you as intensely, but I'm getting that these people definitely are in love with you as intensely just because of your energy, you know? But they just like, they feel very intimidated by your nature, and so maybe they like spoiled the connections. Just a lot of people just get very intimidated by you guys. Yeah, and especially the ending of this song where I say like, I should have known you were so special. It's kind of just like these people, they really just like regret, you know, not knowing just how incredibly special you are of an individual, and not recognizing that you guys are literally such marriage and just long-term partner material, because overall, like, they really missed out on something incredible, like literally probably one of the best partners of their lifetime. And now like so many people are like, oh my god, gotta get them back. Okay, but let's move on to the next song to see how all of these people are sort of like feeling about you too. Narcissist by the 1975. Yeah, I'm getting the chorus. Yeah, and it's just so interesting, like I feel like some people could sort of start off by thinking that you guys are very narcissistic just because of the way that you are so concerned about like who you're going to be long-term partners with. But I feel like over time people really learn that it's not that you're like conceited by any means. I mean, like, you're definitely just like self-concerned. Like, you really do want something substantial and somebody that's going to like actually grow with you long term before you make that like final offering, you know, that big genuine offering, Ace of Coins. Yeah, and so they don't really realize this like going into it, but then over time, the more that they get to know you and that aspect of you, the more respect that they really have for you, just because of how powerful you really are and how much time and consideration you really do take to make decisions, you know? Like, I feel like it's very just attractive overall. And yeah, you guys just love to have fun. Basically, that's kind of what I'm getting from this song, is it's like, of course you're not going to commit to somebody that's giving you like half of what you really deserve, you know? That's kind of like the overall opinion and idea. And again, people could find that narcissistic as at first, but then they sort of learn over time. Yeah, and this is by No Rome featuring the 1975. It is such a good song, so definitely check it out. All right, but let's keep going. Dylan's dad. Yes! Oh my god, this is such a vibe. Oh my god, okay, wait, I'm hearing the, yeah, he's super hot with his ripped dad bod. Oh my god. I like Dylan a lot, but oh my god, I love Dylan's dad. So that's really interesting too. Like, it kind of talks about like that maturity level too. Like you could love like somebody that's like a little bit less mature, yes, but like it's not as hot as like this person that like is mature, you know, and like has their ish together. And yeah, like maybe does have like a super hot like ripped dad bod, you know, or like something like that. It doesn't have to be so physical. It could just be like in their energy, like they're just like very confident, carry themselves super well, super mature. And yeah, I like Dylan a lot. But oh god, I love Dylan's dad. It's supposed to be like a playoff of like Stacy's mom, and so it's very like Y2K, like punk pop kind of era, so super hot. I should add this to the Bimbo's rock playlist. It might already be on there, but that one is super good as well. Okay, yes! And he gives me butterflies. Absolutely, totally feel that. I feel like you just give a lot of people butterflies too. That's why they have a hard time, you know, acting around you. Alrighty, last one would be Stay With Me by Louis the Child featuring Absolutely, yes. Oh, see, I've been praying for a sign you'll be mine this time. Won't you stay stay with me. This song is so good because I feel like this person has definitely been praying for like some sort of a sign that like maybe you'll come back to them, maybe you'll reach out to them, because they've just really been missing you and they were not expecting that, and maybe they just have a lot of things to say to you. So definitely, yeah, and I feel like maybe you guys have been praying for a sign. This could definitely be your sign as well. But yes, buddies, I love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning into today's reading. Check out some other piles. I feel like if you're pulled to them, whatever. But yes, this is who is spying on you. A lot of people, a lot of lovers. So yes, love you guys so much, and I'll see you very soon, okay? Bye. Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 444. Let's go on ahead and see who is spying on you and get a little bit of an idea of you guys. So right off the bat, we're getting the floral bouquet as your sticker, and it has this gorgeous like elegant lace trim. Like instead of being, I never thought about that, instead of being like made of paper, it's made of cloth, it looks like, and it has a very beautiful crocheted bottom. So I'm just getting that you guys are definitely like exceptional. Like your fashion taste is probably like through the roof. You guys are very just like, how should I say this, like extravagant. That is the word. Yes, you guys are super extravagant in your nature, and I feel like you guys are very just like high fashion, high end, luxurious. You know how to like make an impact with what you're wearing. Very just like out there, creative, artistic, expressive, just like all of the things, you know, even if you're dressing like all in black, gothic, you know, like that is the kind of energy. It like doesn't matter if you're fully colorful, rainbows, you know, sparkles, glitter, in somewhere in the middle. Like I just feel like you guys are like super extravagant in your nature. You're very noticeable. Yes, absolutely. You guys are super noticeable. But let's see who is spying on you. Ooh, okay. Damn. Okay, yeah, this is another pile too that I feel like has a lot of people that are definitely thinking about them. 3 people in particular though, so this is very interesting. Like all of the piles, it's been like 1 and then it was 2, and now I feel like it's 3, but the last pile was a ton of people too. Just like overall, this one feels like there's 3 people potentially in particular that are definitely stalking you guys. I'm actually getting like major friend energy from like one of them in particular, maybe all of them. This could be a friend group that's actually watching you guys. It feels like, yeah, especially with this competitive energy, like there's not a lot of like love sort of energy coming at me. I definitely get that you guys could have a lot of romantic partners that are looking at you too, so you could be drawn to the other piles, but this one definitely feels like there's like friend group or like something like that because of this competitive energy. Like I'm just getting that like you guys are like on the top, especially with the 7 of Wands. Like it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, I feel the need maybe you guys are like drawn to my band-aid or like something, but I felt the need to apologize because I'm like, I know it doesn't like match the vibe of today. Okay, I was not expecting to get a cut, but I did. And yeah, maybe you guys like the sort of like poppiness of it though. But yeah, I feel like you guys are just very out there, very extravagant. Like you get a lot of attention, and maybe some friends of the past were not totally aligned with that. Like they didn't, yeah. Because like, okay, here's the vibe, right? Like you guys are not competitive. Like you really just want to build other people up in this lifetime, not tear other people down. And it feels like even maybe your friends didn't necessarily go to that extreme, you know, of like wanting to tear you down. Maybe they did, but I just get the vibe that like, yeah, you just have a lot of people that were basically trying to compete with you guys unintentionally, intentionally, and it was just not the energy. Like you guys are just not, like, it's impossible to compete with you guys. Are you kidding me? Like even just from this first card that I got, like of you guys being like this bouquet sort of energy, like very extravagant, and like you walk into a room and all eyes are on you. It's impossible. Not like you know, like it's impossible to compete with you guys. That's why other people just shouldn't even try. Like they should try to like find their own vibe and find their own energy, because you guys are like, yeah, groundbreaking. 3 people in particular. This could be friends from the past, 3 separate friendships. This could be a group of friends. This could be all of the above, you know. But yeah, you guys are just extravagant, and you're really going to start to see the payoff of like maybe leaving these people in the dust because especially with the 7 of Swords here, like these people cannot stop thinking about the past and about you and what you're doing and wondering what you're doing and wondering what you're up to and wondering, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I feel like you guys like just don't even care about that, you know, because you guys are like, maybe you accidentally think about them because of how heavily you're on their mind. But like the second it comes into your mind, like I feel like it's like kind of painful and it's kind of like ew. So you guys are like, ugh, I don't want to think about that, you know, like I don't care what they're doing. Please just let me get on with my day. And yeah, that's kind of the vibe, because again, you guys are really going to start to see the reaps of your rewards. I don't even think that was a real thing, but that's just the vibe that I'm getting. You guys are going to be so successful in this lifetime. Knight of Swords sort of energy to you. You know, you guys just make moves quickly. You do not think about, I don't know how to say like the repercussions. Like I feel like you guys definitely think about the repercussions, but it's more so like you don't think too heavily about them. That's what I should say. You don't overthink them. I feel like you guys just move at a very fast pace, and that's not something that everybody can keep up with. Like you're very ambitious, you're very driven. You know, you have a lot of things to accomplish in this lifetime. You're really trying to make a big impact, even just with like your fashion, the way that you carry yourself, even just in your inner circle. And so yeah, like maybe these people just weren't really receptive to it. Like you tried to like give them advice, get them onto your level, and these people just took it as an insult rather than being like, oh yeah, that's actually super helpful, you know, like they were like, oh well, why do you feel the need to correct me, you know? But yeah, femininity, softness, delicate, passionate love. So that's really interesting because that's the exact opposite of the last pile. Like I feel like you guys are definitely very delicate, you're feminine, you're soft, but you have that great balance too. I definitely see, but I feel like you might lead more with your feminine side. Encouragement, yes, creativity, inspiration after loss. Are you kidding me? Creative, like you guys are so creative, you're out of the box thinkers. And that can also be intimidating to people too, throat chakra blockages, because sometimes it's like maybe hard to compete with your ideas, or your opinions on the matter. Like sometimes it's just like, you know what's best. I don't know, like, or you just have the best ideas, and it's like, it's hard to even compete with those too. Patience, loyal love, and I'll never tell. Grossness, coarseness, and moving towards darkness. Yeah, so that's kind of the vibe. It's like these people are just moving towards darkness because they cannot stop focusing on you guys, like what you got going on. While you guys are in like this beautiful new world, you're living this brand new life, you're like hardly thinking about them. I just heard nightmares too. So you guys could definitely be having nightmares with them or just dreams about them, and you're like, get out. like what do I have to do to get you to leave me alone, like permanently? Like seriously, like that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Yeah, spell, repel negative energy. Make sure that you guys are cleansing yourself. Make sure that you guys are, if you can, like using, like burning like herbs, just kind of like cleanse your aura, cleanse your space, get those detoxifications out of your body. Wait, what? Detoxify your body. Yes, queen. Detoxify your body, because I'm just getting that like there could just be a lot of this like negativity and energy not even like affecting you, because like, you know what, like evil eye, nah, like you guys are above the evil eye, but it's just like there's still a lot of that energy that just sort of is around you. So by like cleansing your space, it might make it easier to like focus on what is actually going to bring you happiness and joy in this lifetime, rather than bringing you like pain and misery and suffering like these people that are horrible. Okay, sorry. I know I'm always like laughing. It's like, it's my worst toxic trait. Like even during horrible situations, like I have to laugh. I don't know why. It's just been ingrained in me. I want it to stop, honestly. I might have to start biting my tongue, but yeah. But that's kind of the vibe. It's like maybe you guys like have some like you need to start like biting your tongue rather than thinking about these people, because it's just like, rather than feeding into that energy of, you know, their toxicity, their negativity, just feed it into something else that's actually going to make you really, really happy and healthy and just feel a lot better overall. Yeah, create this more like sacred space for yourself too. Crafts, fantasy, protection, absolutely. Like, you guys definitely just have, yeah, this beautiful star energy, colorfulness, daintiness, exactly, literally. And I just feel like, yeah, there was a lot of ingratitude, immaturity that these people put onto your life. They're very childlike. They just like, you know, they can't handle themselves. That's what I just heard. So yeah, maybe it's like something that they just can't help. Like, it's been something that has been positively reinforced since childhood. That's something that I learned about too, you guys, like that some negative aspects of ourselves could have been positively reinforced since we were children or in the workforce or stuff like that. So I feel like these people were probably positively reinforced for getting whatever they wanted and not like considering other people's opinions in the meantime, or positively reinforced for, I don't know, I just heard playing the victim or just like playing themselves down, you know, like if they would beat themselves up, then other people would be like, oh, no, you're totally not that kind of a person. Like, you're so wonderful. You're so great. Like, why are you speaking so bad about yourself? It's like, stop, you know, like, don't speak bad about yourself just to get other people to speak highly of you, you know? And again, this could be things that like they have been positively reinforced about that they had literally no idea of. Like, that's just honest to God. Like, sometimes that literally just happens and people have to learn, yeah, to really help themselves. But overall, I feel like you guys are just doing incredible. Like, you're very adored by a lot of people that whose opinions actually mattered, and and I feel like you're just so beautiful. You are so genius, especially when it comes to inventing things, trying new things, trying out new situations. Like, you're just so genius, and you're so fast moving. You're the star of this lifetime, so don't get discouraged if other people fall off your path, if other people try to drag you down or try to make you feel lesser than, or, you know, whatever. Because whatever, like, you guys are in this lifetime to make really big moves, really big impacts, and stand out. And if other people can't, you know, deal with that, then that's their problem. If other people can't find a way to stand out with you, then yeah, they might as well, I don't know, I can't complete that sentence because I don't want to say be against you, you know, like, obviously I never ever want to see people against each other. Like, it's just kind of ridiculous. But yeah, let's move on to your love radio and see how these people are feeling about you. Oh, oh my God, if that wasn't perfect enough, it literally is We Can't Be Friends by Ariana Grande, which I think is just like so telling, isn't it? Like, wait for your love. Like, literally, these people have to wait for their love because you guys can't be friends with these people that are just constantly trying to drag you down. Yeah, I'm hearing like the first line, which is like, I didn't think you'd understand me. How could you ever even try? You know, like, you guys are on a different level, to be quite frank. And these people, it's like, of course they can try to understand you. They could try to see where you're coming from. And same thing with you. You could try to understand them. You could try to see where they're coming from. But you know, at the end of the day, like, how can you even try? Because you're just kind of coming from completely different worlds, and you were put on each other's paths to basically, like, how should I say this? Like, know your place on this planet, if that makes sense. Like these people almost needed to be, like, kind of, like, put down, whereas you guys needed to kind of be like lifted up. Because I'm getting that even though maybe you've had a lot of success in your lifetime, like, you've just been so humbled by so many of these friendships that have just come and gone. And at this point, like, yeah, number one, I just have to say I'm very proud of you, because it's really difficult having to go through these things and really be by yourself, because I feel like it's kind of lonely, like, not leaving or giving in to these immature, childlike people and doing something that has a lot of unpopularity and opinions, or, you know. But I feel like everything happened as it's supposed to, because I feel like they were really needed to be taken down a peg, and you guys were really needed to be lifted up a peg, if that makes sense. So yeah, but let's keep getting your messages from Love Radio. That's very deep. That girl! Yes! Okay, sorry. Oh my God. This is by NLT. One of these guys is actually like a famous YouTuber, and it looks like Oh my god. Overall though, I definitely feel like you guys are just that girl. Like a ton of people just want to be you. A ton of people want to, yeah, be just like you. They look up to you. Some people are like definitely envious and jealous of you because of how much success and how just outstanding and extravagant you are overall. So, but yeah, let's keep going. Last one, we fell in love in October. So that could be actually significant to this connection. You guys could have fell in love in October, or this person could have fallen in love with you in October. Or, my gosh, Ghost has something to say. You guys could definitely be cat lovers as well. But yeah, I also feel like there could definitely be something significant happening in October too. Yeah, and I totally forgot that this wasn't even the love one, but that's kind of interesting. So maybe there could have been a friend that was actually in love with you that could be coming forward in October. Or, you know, maybe these friends are actually recognizing just how incredible you are in October. Maybe you met around school time, school period, or at work, whatever. But yeah, you can come up here. Oi, okay. Alright, so Ghost wanted to make an appearance today. This is normally his spot. It has become his spot. Watch out for the flame, please. Oh. Be careful, please. Thank you. I don't know if he likes the smell. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching today's reading. I love you all so much. Definitely feel free to check out the other piles. There's definitely a lot more love in those other ones, but I'm excited to see what's here to come. So yes, I love you buddies so much, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Watch out for your tail. Goodbye. Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 555. Let's go ahead and get right into your reading today with who is spying on you. And overall, I definitely feel like you guys have the beautiful cat-like sort of energy to yourself. You're definitely introverted. You like to spend a lot of time alone. You like to just sort of be in your own world, and you definitely enjoy being appreciated when you want to be appreciated, but you're very independent. Also, before I had this pile, I really heard the song It's My Time or something like that by Lizzo, where she's like, it's my time to shine. And I really feel like that about you guys. Like, it's really your time to shine and allow yourself just to really glow and be in your utmost fullest potential, not really dim your light, because you're just doing incredible, sweetie. Okay, let's see who's spying on you today. 5 of Wands, Page of Cups, and 3 of Coins. Wow. So another group where I feel like you guys just have a lot of options overall. A lot of people that are fighting for your time and energy. This pile, I'm getting, it's very mixed. Like, you have a lot of people that are spying on you. Like, definitely a lot of people, friends and lovers. And I even heard family members too. Just a lot of people that are watching your every move, trying to see what you're up to, especially with the 3 of Coins here. That's definitely why I got all 3 of those kind of energies, because if you guys can see, like, this person is doing like the utmost basically in this situation. And that's what I kind of feel about you guys. Like, it's really your time to shine, and I feel like there could be a lot of different people that are competing for your time and energy, because I feel like a lot of people get the sense that you are coming on to something incredibly big in this lifetime, and like, you're like maybe even moments away from it. But that being said, you guys are still discovering a lot about the world, so don't try to like, let's see, and especially with this introverted energy, I just want to be like, don't feel like obligated to satisfy everybody all the time, you know, because again, you guys are really trying to truly live out your new lifetime. You're trying to discover a lot about yourself and about the world, and you can't do that if you're constantly giving your time to other people. Like, you still need a lot of independent time, independent growing time, and don't feel bad about that either, because you're really doing a lot right now. I feel like some of you guys could be, you know, going to school, going back to school, working, learning, doing some classes, master classes, you know, like literally whatever. And also like trying to maintain your household, trying to take care of yourself and grow and make sure that you're also taking time to yourself. So you just have a lot of stuff going on for you, and I definitely feel like there's a lot of competition around that, right? Like, there's a ton of people that are basically wanting your time and energy. Yeah, and a lot of these people definitely could have acted stupid in the past, or like foolish, like definitely not how they wanted to. Yeah, maybe you guys were the ones that were acting like stupid or foolish in the past. I don't know. There's just like, you know, like, we're all kind of growing on this planet, so it's not something to be like necessarily like hurt about if you're still learning, or if you're trying to balance your work life and just everything out, it can be a lot, like especially if there's a lot of people competing for your time. So that's why I feel like social media can be really golden, because we can kind of keep like a lot of people updated without having to like individually reach out to other people, if that makes sense. Like, and I know like this definitely is like my pile where you guys just have a lot going on, and yeah, like you're trying to like prepare for something, right? Like there is something really, really, really big coming in for you guys, and especially just with like all of this energy around you. Even I'm feeling like very rushed to just like give you this message today so that way you guys can get back on with your day, because I feel like, again, you guys just have so much going on. You're really transforming into this new lifetime, and yeah, and there's just like, yeah, they're saying there's no time for foolishness, right? Like there's no time for stupidity. There's no time for this. Like you really just have to get your ducks in a line and make sure that people understand that you are busy and you're not gonna have time for everybody. Yeah, because I definitely get that these people, like I'm seeing heavy like family. Like there might be like a lot of familial obligation, friendship obligations, birthday parties, like literally just everything. Like I'm hearing graduations, like so much, and I'm even getting dizzy right now just like kind of talking about this. Like it's even making my head spin too. So just take a breath with me, everybody. Yes, everything is going to be okay. Everybody is going to get enough time with you. Okay, like just take a breath. That's what I'm kind of getting overall, because even I'm feeling a lot of this energy too, just with like I want to make sure that I'm spending enough time with family and everything, but I also want to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. And yeah, it's like, it's such a difficult balance, isn't it? Because you don't want to like hurt anybody or offend anybody, but you also like still want to get on and move on with your life. Yeah, vulgar, jealousy, grief, despair. Like I feel like you guys are just like thinking the worst about the situation. Like this is going to hurt so many people or whatever. Like no, like you guys really have a lot to focus on with yourself. Introverted, like it's okay. Okay, that's just what I want to say, is that it's okay to take time to yourself, not feel so obligated to every single person out there all the time. Message many admirers and compliments. Yeah, I feel like people definitely have a lot of compliments for you about like how do you deal with it all, right? Like how do you deal with all of this? How do you put up with all of this and still have time for family and friends? And overall, I definitely just see that like a lot of people are going to be complimenting you because of how incredible you're handling everything, you know? Patience, loyal love, I'll never tell. So that's really beautiful too. I feel like you're just really looking for those people that will be patient with you, will give you that grace, will really just like, you know, listen to your secrets and hold your secrets and make sure that you know that they're never going to tell anybody and that they're there for you. You know, I feel like that's what you're looking for overall. And yeah, it's okay to definitely be a little bit shy and yeah, and not just want to give your time and everything away to everybody. I don't know why, like this is really heavily coming through. I know this is supposed to be about like who's spying on you, but it feels like family, and it feels like that is how it's going to be like a good thing, because they'll be able to keep updated with what you're doing without yeah, like needing to hear from you all the time, if that makes sense. Yeah, like messages coming through here. So I definitely feel like texting will be good. Group chats are always an incredible thing. I love group chats, especially with family. It's just so much easier to communicate with everybody via a group chat versus trying to reach out to everybody individually. You know, FaceTime is a thing, so if you don't feel like you can see your family that frequently, you can always FaceTime with them or Skype with them or Zoom call with them, you know. I'm just like telling you guys all of this because I know that it can be like very heavily of an impact on your life, but these people are watching you, so know that they are keeping track of you. And if that's something that's been like on your mind and on your heart, like, no, I hear you, and that's definitely difficult, but yeah, these people can learn about your life through this and everything will be okay. It's okay to be introverted and take that time to yourself, please, because seriously, I just feel like this is a lot. Like, yeah, you guys got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, pomposity, malevolence, and sabotage. So don't feel like you're going to sabotage anything by taking time to yourself, especially because you're represented here as a 3 of coins. Like, people know that you have a lot going on, okay? So don't feel bad about this. Don't feel like you're going to sabotage any connections. by being honest, being upfront. If anything, I feel like it will really just clear up those expectations. Yeah, beware negative energy and poisonous. So yeah, like if you're doing too much, like that can really just kind of you know, poison the vibe overall, not just for yourself, but for everybody around you too. So it's important that you take time for yourself, because actually not taking time to yourself can lead to things like sickness or long-term illnesses and disease if you really do not actually take that time for yourself. So do not feel bad about doing that, especially if it means in the long term you'll be able to spend more time with these people too. So do not feel bad about it at all. Yeah, pleasure and pain, adoration and hidden secrets. It's okay to offload some of this stuff like on your friends too. Yeah. But overall, this is definitely who's like watching you guys. Your friends are definitely paying a lot of attention to you guys as well. Your friends are definitely watching. So if that's kind of like the familial thing, you know, like I definitely consider my friends, especially like my very close friends, as family. So like, yeah, so this can kind of apply to like your friendship situations as well. You just have a lot of friends watching you because they want to know what's up, and I don't think that's a bad thing at all. If anything, I feel like it's a very good thing. But they're just saying like they had a very stressed message here, because really like it is sort of, you know, can be detrimental to your health if you don't take care of yourself primarily and first. So that's why this was like a huge message here. Yeah, you guys are just doing amazing. You might be drawn to other readings as well, because I kind of get into more of these messages in different piles. But let's go on ahead and get into Love Radio to see if we can get some other messages here. This is Love Radio. It's a shuffled playlist on Spotify. Spotify is free to everybody just to make an account, and you can shuffle it, and it basically is like a tarot card deck, but instead of it being what? Words? It's songs, okay? So let's shuffle this and see what messages we get for you today. Tell Her by Bruno Major. Tell her I'm sorry I missed her tonight. Tell her I asked her if she's doing all right. We haven't spoken, but I can't stop saying her name. Tell her she brings out the best I can be. Okay, so I definitely just feel like you bring out the best in a lot of people, and so that's why a lot of people like want your time and your energy and are watching you, because they really look up to you. Like especially your friends and your family members like really want to know what you're doing, because they honestly look up to that, and it sort of like sets a standard for them to also like really get up to that level, which it feels very healthy. Like especially in this, it just feels so healthy. And yeah, like I feel like there's very limited jealousy in this. That's totally what I'm getting. Like this pile definitely feels like there's very limited jealousy, because it's all about you guys just like learning and growing and adapting, you know? Like it feels like there's just very good energy here, but they're just wanting you to sort of like move away from the stupidity and focus on the things that are actually going to benefit you in your life. Because especially with like tell her I asked her if she's doing all right, like it just makes me feel like people are like asking about like if you're okay. Like that's what people are like wondering about, just because you have so much going on. People are like, are you genuinely okay? Like what's going on? Like, you know, like that's just kind of the vibe that I'm getting. But let's keep going. Narcissist came out again. Wow. By No Rome in the 1975. Yeah, so yeah, but I'm too afraid to pick you up and go home. So that's kind of funny. Like I was reading that first lyric there, which in the other one I was drawn to a different line, but this one I was very drawn to like the, yeah, I'm too afraid to pick you up and go home, because it just feels like you guys are just like maybe getting so burnt out that you're starting to get a little bit of social anxiety, or you're just feeling a lot of energy around you, because you guys are definitely intuitives and empaths, and so you pick up on any single energy that's coming your way. So that's why it's like very important that you take that time to yourself to recuperate, because otherwise like it can really start to feed into like toxic and sort of sabotage-y kind of energies, if that makes sense. So just make sure that you are caring for yourself and being a little bit more narcissistic, okay? It's not a bad thing. I don't mean that in the bad thing whatsoever, but let's keep going. Ew by Joji. Let me yeah, okay, there we go. I had to think of what the song even does. Yeah, and so I feel like spirit guides are really saying this too. Teach me to love just to let me go. I can't believe that I'm not enough not enough. And so long, no one will be here to save you, and no one will be here to let you know. Yeah, so it's kind of like at the end of the day, you really have to care for yourself and take care of yourself, because nobody is really going to be there ultimately to save you. You know, like nobody knows your story and what you got going on, like how you know what you got going on, because it's your story and it's what's happening to you. Like, you know all the factors about situations, partnerships, you know, triggers, everything, etc. Like, you know all of those because it's yourself, like nobody else does. So make sure that you are really making moves for yourself and making decisions for yourself, because nobody knows you like you do. Okay, so like, again, that sort of goes back to like obligations, and like these people that are kind of spying on you and watching you, like they might feel very or you might feel very pressured to be obligated to like be in their life, if that makes sense. Like, this is just such a strong message that's coming through here today. So this is really going to resonate with whoever it's resonating with, you know. So if it's not, then definitely feel free to pick another pile, but this is such a clear message. Like, you guys just need to really care about yourself, because at the end of the day, like, you are going to be there for you, and nobody else knows how you're feeling. So make sure to take your own feelings into account, okay? Because otherwise, yeah, it can just be a big burden, and we do not want that to happen to you guys. So yeah, these are the messages that I got for y'all today. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining me, and definitely make sure to go stream my new song, Rewind. It's out now, streaming everywhere, baddies. But yes, I love you all so much from the bottom of my titty heart. I'm praying that this brought you some clarity, and I will see y'all very, very soon, okay? Bye. Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome to your reading. If you chose pile number 777, aka pile 6, then you are in the right place, okay? I wanted to do an 888 today, so I kind of skipped pile 666 and just put pile number 777 because I love these numbers. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with your reading for who's spying on you. And right away we have the Rose card. So definitely I feel like this is my pile that's like a lot of pleasure and a lot of pain. Like, you guys are like just so beautiful, so flawless, so effortless, but you're also like not afraid to like have that little bit of bite to you, right? Like, you're not afraid to like cut somebody off, or, you know, break up with somebody because you're just not feeling them. And I feel like if anything, you just save people a lot of time. You might be very like cutthroat. I don't even know why I said that. I meant to say like cut to the chase, like concise, but you might also be very cutthroat, like Gordon Ramsay kind of style, you know. Like, you are just here to really make a difference. And if you how should I say this, it's like if you hurt somebody's feelings, ultimately things are going to work out. Yeah, you are not afraid to be the villain in people's stories, okay? That's the kind of energy that I'm getting, because people really grow and really learn from that, and you know that you're a good person inherently. That's why the pleasure is there too, because I feel like you guys are definitely just beautiful. You know how to make sure that people are happy as long as they are treating you the way that you deserve to be treated, okay? But let's go on ahead and get into who is spying on you. Two of Wands. Oh my god, okay. Strength, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I definitely feel like you have two people individual. You might be entertaining two options right now, or just have, yeah, I'm getting like a very fresh energy around you. So there's definitely one person in particular that is feeling very, very drawn to you. It sounded like I like skipped part of the video there. Did that not? Like, that was just so like I skipped over a whole section. But it feels like you definitely have two options here that you're very drawn to. And that but one of them, oh my god, it's just like, it's like I can't get them off my mind. Like, that's kind of the energy that's coming through here. They're very new, very fresh, very exciting, very passionate. New perspective is really coming through here. Strength card, confidence. And I feel like you're really leaning in this direction, but there's also definitely somebody from the past that is wanting to hit you up. My phone just fell there as well. So I feel like they might be texting you very soon here, but you guys are really looking forward to the future. Like, this new person is on your mind. I feel like you feel so confident because of all the options around you. Yeah, so I'm very curious to see like why like both of these options are definitely checking you out. Like, I'm getting like the new option is checking you out because obviously they're new. They like want to see what you got going on. They are trying to find your past options that you've had too, which might be why these past options are like starting to think about you again because they are starting to think about your past options. And yeah, and so it's just like bringing up this like weird like love triangle kind of energy, but it's like not, because you're very focused on the future. I feel like you're very focused on this new person that's in here, very passionate and driven and just such like, yeah, a new perspective in your life. Like they're very fresh and enticing energy. That's just what I'm getting. Like you've never met anybody like this before. They just really make you feel that puppy dog love sort of vibe. Pomposity, malevolence, and sabotage. Ooh, why is this coming in here, spirit guides? Yeah, you might like be the type of person to kind of self-sabotage situations too, like especially if it's good for yourself, because I just heard the song Better Not by 𝖎𝖑𝖈, and that's like, it's true love. Don't fake it. You better not. You better not. It's right here. Yeah, like, and what's the line? It's like, it's one of the lines in there, but it's kind of like, don't fake it, because basically don't mess this up, because this is real. Like the energy that you're getting towards this new person is absolutely so real. There could be a lot of like feisty energy there too, like very sexy, passionate kind of vibes. Like the two of you are just drawn together like magnets. Like it's like undeniable. And yet there is still somebody also here from your past that cannot help but check up and see what you're doing too. So there might be other piles that draw to you, but this person, this new person, is so fresh in my mind for this one. So that's why I just have to talk about this. Yeah, return of happiness, sweetness, serenity, and joy. This person, yeah, and renewal of optimism, which is so interesting. Those go perfectly together. Like literally you're getting this whole new wind of like optimism and life just because of this new person. And I feel like they just sense that fire about you guys, and it definitely makes them a little bit nervous just because of, you know, why would it not? Because you guys are very feisty and fiery, and you're not afraid to basically turn people down or, you know, reject them or break up with them, especially if you're not feeling them. And so that could definitely be a little bit scary for some new people here, you know, clearly. But also I feel like this person is like, nah, like I got it. Like this person is so confident and driven, and that's very, very sexy to you guys. Like that's incredibly attractive to you. And so they're definitely spying on you because they want to know what is up. Clearly. I just said clear and just ended it there. But instability, betrayal, and dishonesty. Yeah, I feel like it's a lot to do with like mixed energy. Let me get these other ones here. Yee, yes. Okay, innocence, purity, first emotions of love, and spirituality. It's like this old person like keeps trying to like drag my energy back to them, but this new person is like, no, like come on, like let's talk about me. Like especially with this Dahlia card coming in here, the instability, betrayal, dishonesty. It's like I get that kind of vibe that like maybe this person wasn't glowing up as fast as you wanted them to. Like they might have been dishonest, but as you can see there, when I started to talk about them, my flow got a lot stutterier and longer and farther between, because that energy is just not pulling me. Like this new energy is just so uplifting and inviting and fiery and passionate. Yeah, temperance. It's like it's finally pouring into you what you are pouring into this connection, and it's finally what you deserve. You deserve this truth. That's really interesting that this came out, as well as dishonesty, because maybe this other person from the past could have been very dishonest. And so, oh my God, I got it. That's why you guys are feeling like this connection, just because it's passionate, it's beautiful. But are they going to be the same thing as this past connection? And I'm here to tell you today, no, okay? They might both be stalking you, and so that's why it's kind of like bringing up a lot of this like feelings and emotions and stuff, but just listen to your heart and trust your heart, because I feel like you're really just getting this return of happiness with this new fiery energy. And yeah, and I feel like it's wonderful and perfect. So yeah, so just trust that. We also have wallflower here, shyness, unpopularity, fidelity, and adversity. I feel like this new person is definitely going to be somebody to stick with you even when you are at your most unpopular, if that makes sense. Like even when people maybe don't want to listen to you, I don't know, like whatever. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Like that would never really happen, but they're just saying that like if that did happen, this person would be there right by your side. And the other end of it that I'm getting is like this past person probably maybe did something like that where like you weren't at your best, And so they were like, okay, yeah, I'm not interested anymore, if that makes sense. And so that kind of got you sketched up. Like, that would get me sketched up too. So it's definitely important to remember that, yeah, new person equals better. And they're not like this other person. They're definitely not. Yeah. Throat chakra blockages. We have so much in common. Yes. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Like, if this is something that's affected you in the past, don't be afraid to speak your truth about this, because you never know. Like, I feel like you might have more in common about this with this new partner than you even recognize for yourself. So don't be afraid to speak your truth and just say like, hey, this is what's going on in my head. Like, help. Like, I want to know that I can trust you, and I want to make sure that this is something that's going to provide like abundance overall, and not something that's going to waste either of our times. Yeah. And then again, there's this other energy coming in with the I can't get over you and the I'm depressed. And so if you're feeling depressed out of the blue, know that that's not your energy. Don't claim it. If anything, just be like, okay, I know that this energy is here. I know it's not mine. Give it back. Okay. Thank you. Because I don't want it. I feel you're a wife husband material. Yes. I feel like that's how you guys feel about this new person. It's like, they're definitely like, wow, like you could see yourself being with them for a very long time. Woo, if I can't have you, nobody else can. Okay, crusty energy again. I'm scared of commitment. Okay, again, crusty energy again. Look at this, because then we have, I feel your wife husband material. So it's like commitment versus not commitment. And so that could be where the dishonesty came into play here too. This person maybe just couldn't commit. Yeah, I'm not ready. And I'm frustrated with you. See, again, that's like, that's this whole energy of like, they just weren't ready. And maybe like they were frustrated because like you were ready for commitment, and like that was like what you wanted. You made that very clear, and they just did not want that, basically. Yeah, and I'm noticing that like both my candle and this essential oil are from Better Homes and Gardens, and so you guys could definitely be drawn to like wanting like to create this very cozy home for yourself. You could definitely maybe want a garden in the future. I know I am a big gardener. I have one right now because I have the little land for it, so I have one right now. Can't say that for much longer when I be moving here, but I do love gardening so much. I'm so encouraging of everybody gardening. Even if you mess up, you know what? It does not matter. It doesn't mean that you're a bad gardener. It just means that you are a gardener, because we all mess up, honey. Everybody makes mistakes, okay? I will be back. So this person is definitely just wanting you to know that they will be back. I think you're very talented. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people in your life just can see how talented you are, can really see that through social media or through your everyday life. I'm seeing like an artist, pottery, ceramics, like in like the space, you know, like in like that kind of a professional center. I forget what they're called. But yeah, like that's kind of the vibe. It's like, you guys are just that talented. Also, we have, I secretly admire you. Yeah, definitely. I want to be like you. I don't trust you. Again, there's like this, like, I just feel like because this new energy, like, and also maybe this new energy a little bit, just because it's like, they can't trust you because of like the past, but this person can't trust you because they're just like, wow, this person really likes me. Like, I don't know whether to trust that. Like, you're very talented and I kind of want to be like you. We have so much in common. I secretly admire you, but like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm afraid to get close to people. Maybe that's you guys too, because of this past connection. Because this past connection played games on purpose. I keep writing and deleting messages. Yeah, I feel like this person definitely wants to come back. I'm getting lost in the memories and I heard something about you. Yeah, again, let's get something about this new person though too. I feel like people definitely hear a lot about you through social media. I feel like you're not afraid to share your accomplishments, which go you, baddie. Definitely do not ever be afraid to share your accomplishments, because it just makes it look that much more attainable to other people too. So yeah, be proud of yourself. I'm still healing. Yeah, so again, I feel like you and this new person have so much in common, because they're still healing, you're still healing, you know. So cute. I want to get back together. Okay, literally. I'm falling in love. Yeah, it's just like a lot of like back and forth energy, because again, there's two people in particular that are very much so pulling your attention in multiple ways. So I feel for you, baddie. This is a lot, but you're also just hot. So just know that this is always gonna have to be something. And that's why you also got the pleasure and the pain, right? Because it's kind of like two sides of the story for you. Like, you have this very new energy that's very pleasurable and so fun and exciting. And then you get this other kind of energy that's like, maybe you chase it because of the pain. That's something that I heard too, is like people that were healing from very painful relationships will actually, if they've been in them for a while, got some sort of like dopamine off of that sort of chase in that relationship, even though it was painful and it was horrible. For some reason, because of that, you know, positive reinforcement of the partner then being like, oh, I'm sorry, oh, let me get you gifts, or like, oh, I was dishonest, let me make up for it, you know, like that sort of gives you a little bit of dopamine. So therefore, if you don't have that in a connection, you feel like there's something sort of missing, right? But don't feel like that is sort of missing from this just because it's so healthy. You know, like at the end of the day, you just have to learn and heal from this, because this was very painful. And I'm getting that even if they are back, I don't know, bestie advice, I don't know that you should want them, honey, because this new person is so, team new person. I don't know if this is like Twilight where I can pick sides, you know. Actually, no, I'd be your side. I'd be whatever makes you happiest, clearly, at the end of the day. But like if I had a preference, I would choose new side of life. Even if that means like this new side of life isn't even a new person. This new person could be like, you know, like, thank you next, and her name is Aubrey. Like, it's yourself, bitch. Like, this is your new person. Your new person that you're chasing is yourself and making yourself happy. So that's really, really cool. Okay, but let's go on ahead and get some messages here from Love Radio. If y'all don't know, Love Radio is a little Spotify playlist which everybody can get free Spotify accounts, and you basically just shuffle it with this little shuffle thing engaged, and then these will be your messages from the songs. Oh my god, perfect plug, it's me, Rewind. Yes, literally. So this person could definitely be thinking about you, because the song like Rewind has dual meaning to it. Actually, it could apply both ways, because it sort of talks about like having sexy time that's so good that you want to hit rewind. Like, it's kind of like we're gonna line it up, meaning like, okay, we're both gonna like get to the same level again, and then we're gonna hit rewind, and then we're gonna go all over again. So it kind of is that. But then the other side of the coin too is like, maybe like you had such a bad situation with somebody that you want to like kind of hit rewind and take it all the way from the beginning again, and just like start over, like pretend like you never ever met them before, and meet them now and see how they are now and really react to them in that sense. So it's really cool, but it's also very Y2K and cutesy, and I just love it. Yeah, definitely hit rewind and go listen to my new song by me, the Dick Witch, of course. But let's keep going. Hurricane again, dang. Yeah, but this is like, I'm locking up the windows. Something, okay, wait. Says on my heart. What did she say? Oh, I'm boarding up the windows, locking up my heart. It's like every time the wind blows, I feel it tearing us apart. Every time he smiles, I let him in again. Everything is fine when you're standing in the eye of a hurricane. Yeah, so I feel like you guys are really getting good at like locking up your heart, and this is kind of your sign to like maybe unlock it a little bit, you know? Like, lock it for like maybe this person, but if you're really trying to like move on and onto better things and really recognize your standards for yourself, then it is good to have other examples in the game. So I feel like this person, it's a good example of how this other person should have been treating you, okay? Yes, lock it up, but also like unlock it for this person. Okay, let's keep going. Viva La Vida by Coldplay. Yeah. Where is this? Never an honest word. That was when I ruled the world. Okay. And also, for some reason I can't explain, once you'd gone, there was never an honest world. And that was when an honest word. And that was when I ruled the world. Yeah, so, this is like maybe too big brained for me. What? I feel like, because Viva La Vida just means like live the life, doesn't it? So I feel like that's kind of the message that's coming in here overall. It's like, just keep living the life, and if people kind of like get you down, know that like you're still on top of the world, and know that like even if there's like honest word or dishonest word about you, or yeah, or whatever, like dishonesty, I feel like it's not what you're looking for, and you're looking for a more honest world and somebody that you can kind of like rule the world with and live your life a little bit stronger with, if that makes sense. Okay, but let's keep going, because that one was a little big brain for me. All up in my head, yes. Okay, and this person could definitely make you guys feel like you're all up in your head, especially with the connection right now. Like, you just don't know what's happening, you don't know what's going on, and you maybe feel like it's all in your head, but it's definitely not. I feel like this person is just like, you know, thinking about you a lot, and that's why it's coming all up in your head. But yeah, maybe I should take some time off. If I want you, I won't let you. All up in my head, all up in my head. Yeah. So again, I feel like that's kind of saying that, like, if you want anybody, you try not to, like, get too much up in your head about it. Like, again, I feel like you guys are very decisive. You're not afraid to, again, tell people no, cut people off, break up with people. So you try not to be super all up in your head, because otherwise, like, if it just gets too complicated, like, you'll just kind of cut them off. Like, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So yes, my beautiful pile number 777, pile 6. I love you all so, so, so much. From the bottom of my titty heart, I'm praying that this brought you some clarity, and I will see y'all very, very soon, okay? Alrighty, and last but certainly not least, pile number 888. Let's get into it. Who is spying on you? Woo! And with the rabbit here, I'm definitely getting that you guys definitely move at a very fast pace in life. You guys know how to get to the next level, hop to the top, they said. Very High School Musical coded. Anybody else, like, I really, whenever summertime comes around, like, I really, really, really want to watch High School Musical too. Don't know if anybody else feels that with me, but anyways, I feel like you guys are just so sexy. You have a lot of people that are very attracted to you because of that. And like, because I just always think about like the Playboy bunny kind of vibes too. Like, you're just very attractive, and bunnies speak about fertility, so get what you will from that. But I definitely feel like you guys are on the fast lane in life, and you're really getting ahead. And so I feel like there's going to be a lot of people attracted to you, but let's see who's spying on you. Woo! We have the 7 of Cups, 10 of Coins, the World, and the 6 of Coins. Oh, this is really interesting. I feel like it's more so like a message about what people are seeing about you online. Like, because I feel like they don't get a lot of information about you. It's almost like they're saying like it's hard to spy on you, and it's almost hard to keep up with what you're doing because of how quickly you move. So in that sense, like, you guys are definitely accomplishing a lot. You have a lot of eyes on you. You guys could actually be influencers or like have a big audience, because that's kind of what I'm getting from the World card. Like, there's a lot of people that are following you and like spying on you constantly. Like, again, this is one of those piles where it's like everybody is watching you. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting. Like, honestly, like, everybody is. Like, you want to know who's watching you? It's everybody. Like, childhood people, I'm getting recent people, work people, I'm getting people that literally just want to know what's going on in your life because you're just that like attractive and appealing. Yeah, very, very, very interesting. Wow. And people see just how generous you are with your time, your resources. You might like be one of those people that gives advice online or just knows a lot about like your niche, your genre. Like, you just know a lot. And so people just like really respect that about you overall. And they know that you guys get the coin. Like, this is less about like, yeah, I've just seen that there's so many eyes on you. Like, there's so many people spying on you that it's almost like hard to pinpoint because of how many people are spying on you. And there's definitely a lot of different piles here today. So if that is not what you were wanting to hear and you are wanting to hear something very specific, then please definitely click on those other piles. But I'm sure we'll get some more specific messages here as to kind of like who is spying on you. But this is like the overall vibes that they're getting. It's like, they just feel like you guys are rich, like loaded with money, because you're able to give it away so effortlessly and so freely to other people. But that being said, like, they also feel like you're rich because like of how little there is about you online. Like, it's almost like, are you paying somebody to like remove your information? You know, because like nobody knows anything about you. People know a lot, but people also don't know anything about you, if that makes sense. Like, you're very good at hiding what you want to about yourself. Fate, vision, meditation, and rebellion. So people definitely feel like you're a very rebellious spirit. Let me see here. Who is spying on this pile though? Can we get a little bit more specific? I'll never forget you. Refusal, disdain, and self-pity. Yeah, so okay, there's somebody definitely here feeling a lot of pity about themselves. Yeah, healing. Somebody that you've been growing from. Be mine, think of me, magical protection, and good luck. Yeah. Whew, okay. Again, it's just like, it's everybody, right? Like, I'm literally getting like this could be like friends who have abandoned you in the past, but this could also be lovers that have abandoned you in the past. And this could be lovers that you're experiencing right now, and this could be friends that you're also experiencing right now. Like, people just see how much good luck you have. People just want to be around it. Also, growth and family is here, so I definitely feel like family is also watching you. You have a lot of family members that just kind of want to know what you're up to, very intrigued by your life. I feel like you're just such a good example for other family members overall. And yeah, you're incredible, seriously. Like, that's why people want to know what's up. Yeah, so a lot of ingratitude. People who are ingratitudious towards you maybe made up stories about you. That's what I'm hearing in particular. Friendships that did that kind of shit are now like regretting it because people are really seeing how generous you are. Like, they're like, there's no way that that person is being honest. Like, that's exactly from the horse's mouth what I'm hearing. Is like, people are literally denying that, like, that's even what's happening because of how generous you are. Yeah, absolutely. And innocence. Yeah, people feel like you're innocent. Like, yeah, there could be people like honestly trying to spread mistruth about you, feeling self-pity. Yes, okay, there we go. And like, their idea with you is in complete contrast of what people are actually seeing you're like, if that makes sense. People who are very immature and ingratitudious they're not generous at all, okay? Like, I literally saw, like, they're the type of people that, like, don't tip the driver, you know? Don't tip the restaurant waitress. Like, those are the type of people that are watching you, that are, like, really wanting to come through today. Like, I know that this is kind of toxic, but it's also, like, nice to hear about, because it's nice to hear that, like, you guys are the one that's generous. Like, that's the kind of energy that I want to be attracted to this channel, you know? Like, I don't want those people that don't tip people or don't round up to donate, you know, because it literally doesn't cost you anything. Like, to round up your little bit of change to donate. Like, I just feel like you guys are that kind of person. Like, you're so generous. You try to give away food to the homeless. You try to, you know, plant gardens for other people, like, especially because that was coming through. You're just very, like, fertile of an individual. You realize that, like, what you plant grows, so it's important to invest in the right places and to invest in the right things. And these people just, like, don't get that. Like, these people are just so focused on, like, I don't know, like, the very, like, material and weird side of life, you know? Like you guys are insanely abundant, okay? Because you're good people. And there are other people out here that are wondering, like, why they're not as abundant as you, and they're not, like, tipping the waiters, if that makes sense. Like, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Yeah, they're just kind of dumb, like, in the best way. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say that, okay? I didn't mean to say it like that, but they are. Like, you literally can't just tip somebody. Like, honestly, yeah, that's just the vibe that I'm getting. Like, these people just, yeah, can't hold a candle to your flame. There we go. Exactly. Woo. This sounds like the toxic pile a little bit, but it's, like, kind of fun in a weird way. Like, those who can match my freak out there, like, they know. You know, those who know. Those who get it. Yeah. Dark magic, curses, hexes, hidden truth. Exactly. Because I feel like you guys need to hear this, because you're very, like, humble, generous, wonderful people, and there's a lot of people out there that are bad, that have tried to make you the villains of the story. Like, this is kind of, like, in contrast to the last pile a little bit, because you guys, like, don't want to be the villains in people's stories. Like, you're not okay with that. You don't want that to happen, but sometimes it just has to, you know? Like, you guys have to, honestly. Like, in some people's stories, especially if they're bad people, you have to be the bad person in their story, right? Like, because those people will never not see themselves as the bad person, whereas you guys will see yourself as that, if that makes sense. Like, you're very aware. You're very, very, very aware of other people's emotions and how what you say reflects on other people and changes other people's lives. So that's why it's important that, like, yeah, you're very careful about what you say and about what you do. And so if other people are bad to you, that says way more about them than it does about you. And I feel like that's what people are really starting to figure out, and that's why people are stalking you. So this could even be, like, friends maybe that gave in to toxic temptations of other friends and then sort of, like, became toxic. Now they're, like, kind of regretting this a little bit. But this could also be a reflection of, like, you know, just toxic people overall that maybe didn't treat you the best way. This could even be toxic family members too that are still watching your page, that are still trying to see what you're doing. And I feel like in a sense it was really rebellion because you weren't like okay with that. So you had to sort of rebel against this norm that these people had created, even though it was completely not a norm. It was completely not like a beautiful safe haven. It was just something that was like toxic and they just got used to, you know? But yeah, you guys are devoted to changing. And oh my god, look, fertility, exactly, yes, fertility came out with the beautiful rabbit card. So that is gorgeous. Like, that is so aligned and so perfect. I just love my spirit guides. Like, they're seriously on point all the time. Yeah, and I feel like you guys just have so much good luck. Like, clover, and clover is something that bunnies eat too, so that's kind of cute. Yeah, you guys are just very, very, very lucky individuals, and some people just can't handle that, and some people just don't understand why, but it's because you're so generous. Even though you're very successful and you're well off and you're rich, you are still very, very generous with your time, with your resources. Even if like you're not rich, lean into it. You're gonna be rich because that's how everybody else sees you. Like, they're like, you know what, this person gives so much of themselves away. Like, they are going to be stacked in the future because people just want what's best for you. You're definitely divinely protected. Please claim it. You are absolutely divinely protected. People want to see what's best for you all the time. People want to celebrate with you. Yes, and never forget friends who are absent and remembrance. So that's so like interesting because this didn't come out in really like any of the other piles, even though I was getting some friendship sort of relationships in the past, but I feel like this one was so strong, like very, very, very strongly, like toxic family, toxic friends who are absent, who are now remembering you and watching you, and you sort of maybe still feel a little bit of that burden or that guilt that they're gone out of your life, but in reality it was them who really pushed you away because you cannot exist around these people and still be happy and be celebratorious. And yeah, because I'm getting that like these people also could not celebrate your wins too. Like, that's kind of what I'm hearing, is that like they really just could not celebrate your wins. They could not celebrate the person that you've become, who you've strove to be, the person that you like they're just so focused on like material aspects and like ego. Like, this is literally just screaming ego at me. Like, these people just don't understand that like what they do is going to affect the future, you know? And so it's important that we do things now that are good, so that way in the future, when those things come, then it's like, you know, like we actually did good things, you know? So yeah, I just feel like that's very important to remember. And I actually talked about this on my new channel too. That's like more of like a sit down, just kind of like very quick bestie advice kind of platform. I just really love that space to be able to kind of like also just give advice and yeah, like be a little bit more clean over there and not just be like the dick witch all the time, which obviously I love being the dick witch, do not get me wrong, okay? But I also love being a naze too. So that's really why I made both channels. And yeah, I feel like that kind of just perfectly aligns with something that I made over there recently. So definitely go check out that channel. I will leave the video down below, or I'll pop it up on the screen right now. But yes, let's go ahead and move into your love radio and see what we get for you guys today. And if you do not know, Love Radio is a playlist that's on Spotify, and anybody can make a Spotify account for free. All you have to do is shuffle the playlist, and then those songs that pop up, listen to them, get the vibe, and that will basically be the messages that are for you. So let's go ahead and shuffle this and see what messages come up for y'all today. Boop. We have Selfish by Justin Timberlake. Yeah. Yeah, he's like, what does he say? I get jealous, yeah, I can't help it, I want every bit of you, I guess I'm selfish. It's bad for my mental, but I can't fight it. When you're out looking like you do, but you can't hide it. No, put you in a frame. Yeah, like literally, like you guys are so perfect that we could literally frame you guys. Like, that's kind of the vibe. And I feel like this is kind of like these other people's energies. Like, I get jealous, I can't help it. Like, other people get jealous of you, they literally cannot help it because they want every bit of you, meaning like they want to be exactly like you. they guess like they're kind of like selfish. Like I feel like that just makes people act selfish around you, like wanting to be exactly like you and not understanding that like what makes them different and unique is actually what makes them the most special and the most beautiful. And I feel like that's what you guys really recognize in yourself, and you can't help that other people don't recognize that in themselves, right? Like that's not your fault. That's not your problem. So don't feel bad if other people get jealous or envious of you. You can't help it. You guys are just the baddies, okay, of the world. So literally, let's keep going. Forever by Clario. Yeah, some things just aren't that simple. You called me wondering why I changed or why I don't look the same. Why are things so differently now? So I feel like people like might be coming to you, like stalking your accounts and being like, why is this person changing so much? Like why don't you look the same anymore? Like that is so, like, you don't even look like yourself anymore. You know, like some people like say that as an insult, but like that's such a compliment. Like, of course I don't look like myself anymore, like I shouldn't, you know? We're constantly growing up and getting older and changing, and our bodies are changing. And so it's important to not like be, you know, like hard on ourselves for like the changes. And other people can be so like hard on other people and like nasty about people for wanting to do things their own way. And that's just so shocking to me. Like, why do you care? Literally, get a hobby, get a job, get a life. Like, why do you care so much about what's going on with me? Because it does not have anything to do with you. Yeah, and some things just aren't that simple. You know, like some things just aren't like, I don't know why I changed. You know, like I know why I changed because I want to be better, but I can't explain to you like how I went from this to this to this. Like, I don't know. Like, it just happened so naturally, and it was just perfect on my path. Like, that's exactly just the way that things were meant to happen, I guess. And yeah, so let's get the next and final message here today. So Good by B.O.B. Yeah, let's see, where is it? Girl, tell me how you feel up in Tennessee. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, girl, tell me how you feel. What's your fantasy? I see us on a beach down in Mexico. You can put your feet up, be my senorita. We ain't gotta rush, just take it slow. You'll be in the high life, soaking up the sunlight. Anything you want is yours. I'll have you living life like you should. You'll say you never had it so good. Okay, so I definitely feel like this is spirit guides being like, what's your fantasy? Like, tell me whatever your dream is. Tell me what your vision is, because we're gonna make that happen, okay? There could also be somebody that is spying on you, stalking you, that wants to really change your life for you, wants to help you get to the next level, and they're going to be reaching out with you for an offer like very, very soon, like wanting to be your mentor, wanting to like teach you how to do these things. Or if you see somebody that's like on the next level and you want them to be your mentor, reach out to them. You know, like it's always a great idea just to expand your network, grow, learn as much as you possibly can. And yeah, I feel like you are definitely going to be living the high life here very, very soon. Just keep paying attention to those people that can bring you up to that next level, and don't pay attention to these people that are stalking you because they clearly have nothing better to do with their time, okay? But yes, baddies, I love you so, so, so much. Thank you so much for watching my video today. You guys literally mean the world to me. I just saw 1717. So yes, I will see y'all very, very soon, okay?